Quarterbacks, this is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
He'll buy some time right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They go play action here on first down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Mario Addison in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Brissett now on second down. Airing one out for Crowder. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Flex round! Flex round!
It's third and long for Brissett. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. So Newton and the Panthers come up now first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Second and 10, Newton again. Screenplay, Anderson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough third and 5. Now Newton. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. This is taken at the 15. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a first and 10. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. The first carry now. This is Hill. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Brissett. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers. Now Newton on 1st down. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Quentin Dunbar right there on the coverage.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down. Newton being chased out left. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the 1st.
Oh, my Cam. There's times when I'm not analyzing up here. I'm just appreciating. Led NFL quarterbacks in rushing last year. He is truly the ultimate weapon at that position.
Newton on 1st down. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Dante Fowler in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down, Anderson. And an alley to run. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton steps away to his left. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner, it was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
Third and long, it's Newton. Funches with a catch over the middle. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Forced out to his left. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Pernell McPhee. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. To throw on second down, Newton. Flush to his right. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this, so Carolina keeps the ball.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing on third down, Newton. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Matt Ioannidis in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And Gano's kick is right through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks, because then the defense has the advantage.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Following the penalty, it's Geis. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And this time not as successful, as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. The Redskins on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and get it with Geis. And he's got some space here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They give him 12 yards and a first down. minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. On first down, this is Geis, and he stopped immediately there. Dontari Poe in on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll try to throw now. Brissett buying time to his left. Fights off the defender. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. The Redskins on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is third down and 12. Out of the gun, Brissett. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Airing it out for Olsen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line.
That's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10. Now it's the backup Smith. Over the middle, complete. It's Richardson. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. On second down, here's Smith. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Smith on third down. Out to the left here to Reed. Smith finding his big tight end Reed for a Redskins first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Good list. Orange. Hey, on.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Hey, 4 down. Hey, slot.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Panthers are going to take another timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Smith. They shakes him off. On the crossing route, complete. It's Richardson. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Here's Tressway now, as he's on to punt for Washington. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So that'll back them up 5. And the Panthers, who were the least penalized team in the entire NFL last year, come up here on a 1st and 15. From the gun, here's Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this, so Carolina keeps the ball. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. A final shot before the break. Newton. So we've reached half. So I'm waltzing down Main Street, got an umbrella, just a torrential downpour, and I look over, and this guy, stone-faced, wearing a poncho that says, "Don't rain on my parade," and he is just angry. And, we got to go. I'll tell you the rest later. Here we go, third quarter. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. As his guys are in for 6. And his guys are able to strike for 6.
We've sat in a lot of meetings, and they always talk about the offense taking advantage of beginning a half. The special teams coaches don't listen to that. They want to take advantage with their own unit, and they just did.
Yeah, they trailed in the locker rooms, and they changed that immediately.
I think they drew that one up special. That felt like something he pulled out of his pocket that he'd been holding for a while, and they were able to use it effectively.
So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Smith now 4 of 5 since coming on. It's 1st and 10. They'll hand it now to Geis. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll fake it. Now Smith. They'll roll him out right. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Richardson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. Smith on first down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. On 2nd and 10, Smith. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that'll bring them back within 4. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. On 1st and 10, Newton. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 77 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
And of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
Let's go.
They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. To throw on 2nd down is Smith. But he's got his target. It's Vernon Davis. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. 23 yards on the play.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Let's go. 15.
Now Smith looking to throw on 2nd down. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he's brought down. It'll be a Redskin 1st down as Smith hits Crowder.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. Smith now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. On 1st down, Smith. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Paul Richardson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to make this a close game again. Here's a toss coming right. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for two is snuffed out. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the Cardinals.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They give it to Anderson. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Out of the gun, Newton. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And some room to maneuver. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here's Smith to throw on 2nd down. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Hey, on.
On the handoff, it's Geis. And an alley to run. There he goes left side. A big play there out of Geis. 47 yards. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now because is he rewarding himself for a great run or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
They'll try to pound it in the hill. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Settle down, huh?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Smith in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Mario Addison in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Right over there. Here. Slot. Let's go.
Now Smith on 3rd and goal. And that is caught by the tight end Reed. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. They're going to keep it on the ground. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath them. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
20.
Back to the air. Newton on 2nd down. Looking left side. That's caught by Moore. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
That's right now. Gun.
Newton on 1st down. And Olsen over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Newton now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Now Newton looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
And the Panthers, who were the least penalized team in the entire NFL last year, come up here on a 1st and 15. Newton throwing again. His throw caught at about the 5. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one goes for 24 yards. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Do some. Do some.
Newton now to throw. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Gano out to kick this one away. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Smith. Throw left side complete. That's Reed. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Smith now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards.
On.
They'll run with Geis, and they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. He already has 2 sacks to his credit, now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out-and-out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now, he is wrecking things for them.
Hey. Four down.
On second down, here's Smith. Off to Geis on the screen. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Dante Fowler. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. To throw on second down is Newton. Now he's flushed out right. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. 23 yards on the play. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Newton. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Pernell McPhee in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And this is caught. He hits more. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Now it's Newton. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Newton to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. It was DJ Swearinger right there on the coverage. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere. Yeah,
and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. He's going. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Back to throw. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Hey, on. Orange. Slot.
He'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. He got 29 yards that time. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, partner, still a head-scratcher to me how this one ended, down 3. I just thought, no matter the situation, you're in a spot where you can kick that field goal, go to overtime. Why not do it?
And this is where I think the analytics guys are going to continue to get more and more traction in the league. We've talked about different people now saying, I need a game management coach, someone in the booth to take the emotion out of it. Did they lose track of where they were on the clock, right? Did they lose track?